Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Captain America issue number 4. Man, DC's got some gorgeous covers out there, but Marvel's got Alex Ross. I said it. Fight me. So, let's get into who made this comic book, because this is fairly interesting. We got, we're going straight to the anchor? No, we got to go over here, because Marvel's separating stuff. Captain America, Winter in America Part 4 by Ta-Nehisi Coates and Leinil Francis Yu, the latter being the penciler. The inker is Jerry Allen-Guillain. Sorry if I butchered that, dude. Color artist, Sonny Rowe. Letterer, VC's Joe Caramonga. Cover, I just mentioned, Alex Ross. Variant covers. Crap, I'm just going to throw in the names. I don't know or care who did what. Jack Kirby, John Romita, and Dean White. John Cassaday. Laura Martlin and Max Lim. Okay, so boom. Oh, and Captain America created by Joe Simon and Jack freaking Kirby. So we're going to start off in Alberia. I think Alberia is right next to Nambia. If you get that joke, you're kind of cool. So Sharon Carter's being held by the what was it? The wife, the widowed wife of, what's her name? Widow, yeah, widow, right? The widow is the girl. Yeah, the widow would have to be the female. The widower would be the husband. Okay, I hate that we have to separate things like that. I hate gender separation in speech. It's so silly. Anyway, there are languages that don't have that, by the way. So, anyway, she is the wife, I believe, of Alexander Luskin. I forget what his name is, but this is back in the Ed Brubaker days. And you figured, because all of this is set up in that regard. It's set up. I can clearly see the pattern of this book is being modeled after Brubaker's run. And I like that. I genuinely like that a lot. It's not in any way, shape, or form feeling like he's copying. Coates is simply saying this was a good story, this is a good storytelling mode. I'm going to use that mode to tell my story, which is finally a follow-up of Nick Spencer's Secret Empire. So all of this is coming into play, and I'm loving the everything about this comic book, man. The art, everything. Cap is just walking through and beating up on people. You're getting points of view from Luskin's wife and from Captain America himself. At one point, he comes face to face with the Taskmaster. We've seen Cap go against the Taskmaster before, and he's been made into a joke Taskmaster, like, Psh, you're nothing, you're nobody. Here, he's being written as much more of a threat. At the same time, something happens when you look in the eyes of like the final panel of this comic book shows the eyes of Taskmaster, and I see something interesting with the eyes, and I'm wondering, is this actually the Taskmaster? What's going on here? Either way, I am really liking this. Cap, he got poisoned, and he's not doing so well right now against Taskmaster, so all of it's good. We realize that this girl is in fact the ex-wife of, the widowed wife of Luskin. Actually, it should say it right around here. Lukin. It is Lukin. Okay, so Alexa Lukin. So anyway, I like how she is angry at Sharon Carter, and she has no right to be angry at Sharon Carter. Her husband was a freaking global world-mongering psychopath, all right? And Sharon did everything right, and she lost more. He only lost his life. She lost far more than that. She lost a life, all right? Remember, she was pregnant, all right? And they took that baby from her, dude. But the wife, the widowed wife, she feels like she hasn't suffered enough. And ain't that just like the wretched bad guy who is not going to be reformed? It feels good to have a bad guy who's not going to be reformed, sometimes. The current Detective Comics, issue number 990 that just came out this week, they kind of deal with, I don't really talk about it too much because I wasn't a fan of that issue, but they kind of touched on the idea of reform with Two-Face in that regard. And this kind of played better in many regards, even though it wasn't talked about. It was just it wasn't even referenced. It's just something you have to pick up on your own. But I was feeling this comic book, man. This was a good comic, and we're going to see Selene come into play. We still don't know exactly what her role is in all of this, but what I'm digging is it's starting to seem like as though Ross is in fact actually a bad guy. What? So General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, actually a bad guy. Imagine that. All those years chasing the Hulk, and it turns out he was actually still a bad guy. I'm digging it. I'm digging because I don't like Ross. And I almost feel like if Sharon did die, that it would be, wow, one hell of a story. Because now it would be Captain America has to go against his country, so to speak, because Ross is still in the good graces of the government, but Cap knows that he's actually a rat. That would be sweet. I also wouldn't mind seeing a different crossover between Immortal Hulk and Captain America, considering what just happened this week also in Immortal Hulk. Issue number 7, I think that was. So a lot of good comics this week, and I'm seeing how some of these issues can cross over. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see the Hulk show up here, the immortal version of the Hulk show up here in this comic book as they go after Thunderbolt Ross. At the very least, can it be what do you call it? Red She-Hulk? You know what I'm saying? That would actually be kind of cool. I'd be down with that. You know, I'd be happy just seeing Captain America going up to Thunderbolt Ross, be like, all right, turns out you're the bad guy. What's up? And Thunderbolt Ross is just like, all right, well, I guess it's just you and me. And turns out he can still go full Hulk. Holy crap, the original Red Hulk? Yes, I would love to see, like, then what's Captain America going to do? Cap has always just been able to, you know, trip up and mess with the Hulk before, but now going up against a Hulk all by himself, and it's not angry, you know, stupid Hulk or something like that. No, now it's tactical Hulk. That could be really cool. Even if he's not a Hulk anymore, he is still phenomenal with tactics and whatnot. He's been a thorn in the side of the real Hulk for a long time, and he could be a thorn in the side of Captain America too. Yes, Cap is better, but he doesn't have the resources at hand that these guys do, that Thunderbolt Ross does. So there's that. Anyway, also one of his minions does wind up having the Hulk in jars, but he could still technically do something. Dude, all I'm saying is it could be freaking awesome, and I want to see it. All right. That's going to be it for me, guys. Go and grab this comic. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.